Yeah, it's your boy Navelle Hice, aka the Hopeman. You now tuned in to Chester View. Chester, what's the deal?
Chester with Chester makes Chester, and we're going far. Coming together and using our voice to let you know change is a choice. It's a Chester flow. Can't buy, can't rent it. If you're rocking with your city, stand up, represent it. Chester flow. If you love it, let it show. Wanna hear it?
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. We are here in the studio with the one and the only Navelle Hice, aka Man.
Yeah, we in the building. It's your boy Navelle Hice, aka the Hopeman. What's up, Chester?
Hey, all right. So tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Man, I'm from Chester. Born and raised here. Been doing music forever. So, I start music 5th grade. My music teacher seen the talent in me. He inspired me to keep it going. I followed through with the dream. I did different programs in high school, just anything that could have me in the studio, and I just stuck with it. So, I knew graduating high school, my goal was to pursue the music dream. And so years later, here I am full-time with music. I took the leap of faith 3 years ago, moved to Atlanta.
That was a leap.
Yeah, I didn't have a clue how it was going to work, but I knew the opportunity was there. So, I looked at it like I was young, so whatever worst case could happen, I could always come back home. And so I took the leap, and it was worth it. Like my 3rd, 4th month being there, it might have been like 5 months later, I started getting booked for shows, so I've been able to live off of shows and merchandise. 6 months after living there, I came back home, proposed to my wife. We got married, moved her out there, my daughter, and now, we just had baby boy. So yes, it's been a lot of progression throughout the last 3 years.
Listen, that's just like a fairy tale. They come true. He said, I came back to get my woman.
Yeah.
Look, we doing all right. But it's just amazing how God works because you really didn't know.
I didn't. Even going out there, when we would have talks about marriage, that was like the last thing on my mind. So I'm 25. I'm trying to live life. I'm not worried about that. But it was just getting there. You only could have so much fun if you just, out there being wild or whatever. And so I just, had that time being by myself, away from family. I had a couple of my friends there for a little bit. But, for the most part, I was by myself. So I'm thinking, I got the time. And that's when I'm just hearing God talk to me. And so, that's when it hit me. Like, when you got someone that's loyal, support you, love you, everything, that's definitely worth it in the end.
Listen, ain't nothing like it, because it's like you have that extra arm.
Yeah.
Once you lock in and you get that person, it's a team.
You finds a wife, finds a good thing.
You better preach in this place. Yes. And, it's good because usually you don't get that click young. You kind of like, I'm ball and chain. The whole stereotype, ball and chain. Listen, you don't understand that once you find somebody that you can work with, it's a benefit to both parties.
And that's when doors start opening up. Like when I was out there with my homies, they came back home in a few months. So I was by myself grinding it out there. But it's like the minute she came down was like right in the midst of things starting to pick up. Mm-hmm. So the way we too deep in Atlanta, we traveling around, she working the merch table, I'm performing, she the camera person, the merch person, so we out there just tackling different events, just the two of us. And I'm just sitting back. Like all the years I had entourage of 15 people, and we out here passing out CDs for free and seeing them on the ground at shows, traveling, spending money to perform. And now when it's just me and one person, it's like doors just opened up. And that was the first time I was exposed to it, coming up here, you don't see that too much. So when I got to Atlanta, people I was hanging around, I'm seeing, they 25. How long you been married? 4 years. And I'm looking you got married at 21, 20 years old, all different people that was all young and married. And so that's when I was exposed to it, and it just started hitting me wow, it's my first time seeing this. And so it was definitely just that move to Atlanta. You could see the world from a whole bigger point of view.
Right. And sometimes you just got to get out of where you are
Yeah,
to see the bigger picture.
exactly.
So that I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. It's just good to hear those stories when you take that leap of faith and be able to come back and say, I kept moving.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't get discouraged.
Right.
So life is life.
Yeah.
When you got to those points where you couldn't made a choice to say no, I'm gonna let this go, or no, I'm gonna keep pushing. What kept you going?
It was just like a lot of things, like my wife, my mom, um, and just realizing, like, a lot of the stuff we go through. Well, somebody
You ain't
getting
say my
hungry.
name. You ain't say my name. He had to be.
It's like a lot of stuff we go through, just realizing that it's temporary. So after a few situations, because it definitely wasn't easy starting off, full time in music, but it's like after so many situations, just looking back on it, when it's like, if I could look right now and see how many situations that I couldn't see how I was going to get out of it or how it was going to work, and looking back, I can't name one that didn't work or one that I didn't get through. So that's when it starts showing me that, it's just a temporary struggle. Right. So I'm like, whatever I go through, even up to this point, it's like if something was to happen today, I know it's only temporary. So that's what keep me with the mindset of keep going, because I know this is just something I got to walk through. So I heard, a saying that somebody saying, it's like, when you feel like you going through hell, the key word is you going through it. So it's not like you standing there. It's not like you ain't moving.
You better preach up in this piece. Through is the key word.
Somebody got hiccups.
So before we take a break, see, you had me stuck on through. So I'm like, good Lord. But when you have to make those decisions and you have to say, okay, I have to make a choice, do you normally consult with family and friends? Do you kind of just take a pause and kind of look around, see if what would be your thought process?
I think most of the things when I'm trying to make a choice, I already got the answer to it. So it's like even my family and friends, everybody know, like when I ask them a question, they kind of know like he gonna do what he want to do anyway. So it's like I might ask which one you like out of this option or that option, but I know which option I'm gonna get. So they might say two, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get one. But I feel like for the most part, I be having an answer to it. So it's definitely just, sometimes it's confirmation. Like if I don't have a conversation with somebody and the minute we talk, they saying the same thing I was debating or thinking on, that's when I could look at it like, all right, that's confirmation right there. But for the most part, it's like I feel like once I get the peace about it or whatever it is, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty much good with the answer from there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to take a break. Then we're going to get back and talk about the music.
Let's get it.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
True Music presents Rock the City, Saturday, January the 19th. The event's going to be at Christian Growth Ministry, 850 North Church Street, Wilmington, Delaware. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Prices of admission only $5. Rock the City, hosted by comedian K-Star, DJ'd by DJ Gifted. Performances by Supreme the Resurrector, Funk That, Elder Pete Tillman, Yassine, Nico Bryan, Cameron Rudd, Jerron Mr. True Story, Janae Wilkes. Rock the City. This is Pete Tillman. I'm a member of True Music. We're doing a concert called Rock the City. Come out and support this concert, man. We're just going to have an all-out good time. Doors open at 6 o'clock. We're in Wilmington, Delaware at Christian Growth Ministries. If you want to get tickets, you can contact me at 610-314-1760, 610-314-1760. And if it's too late to get tickets, you can come pay at the door. Again, that's Christian Growth Ministries, Wilmington, Delaware. Yo, we rockin' the city.
New Life Ministries International presents.
Oh my God.
No.
Wouldn't you like to feel again?
See, I know who I am, even if you don't.
Beautiful are the feet that carry the gospel.
A Joy Scott production, Cinderella, the Bride of Christ. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are here in the house with Navelle Hice, aka Hopeman.
You did.
So you compliment you on Make America Hope Again, which was
Thank you,
last
thank you.
year. But what do you have coming up for us now?
Right now we about to release Hopeman 3. You know, this is the third installment of the Hopeman series, and this is just, giving y'all where I'm at in life right now. So the 3 actually represent like so many things. Like, of course, it's the third, Hopeman album, but on top of that is my third year in Atlanta. I celebrated my third year of marriage in August. My son in Navelle the third. So it's a lot of things that's under the 3, and that's actually what the album is about. Like everything that it represents, from family to having a kid to life, living in Atlanta. What it took to get up to that point to get there, and that's basically what Hopeman 3 is about. But it's gonna be a powerful album.
You had to walk away from some stuff.
Oh yeah, a lot of
to
stuff.
get to where you are. And it's interesting because a lot of people feel as though you just keep adding, but you had to take away.
Yeah.
To really get to where you are today. Mm-hmm. So when you get to that point, you know that you had to make a choice.
Yeah.
And you know that a decision had to be made. When you're walking away from something, how did you finally make that decision that I have to change this route to go forward?
I felt like, I just got to like a crossroad, and I was like, I had 2 options, which was keep on doing what I was doing, but I seen the outcome of it. I seen where it was taking me or where I was heading to, or it was to take this option. And so, it wasn't even hard because it was to the point where I didn't even know if I was going to do music anymore. So it was definitely being in Atlanta, like, we was definitely making still is making moves out there, but at that time it was just like being connected with certain people and just seeing how the industry worked. And it's like, growing up, you always hear like, oh, this music industry is fake and this and that, but it's different when you actually see it. Like when you see the people that was trying to jump in and basically take the credit for all the work that I put in, to say I did this, I did that, and all put up like a front pretty much. And it's like, this really the only way in this industry is by doing X, Y, and Z, letting me do this, do that. And so, I just looked at it where it's like, if the industry is this fake, like, I don't even want to be a part of it, because I had so much love for music, coming up. That was always my dream. And once I was exposed to that and seen it, it was like, yeah, this ain't nothing I want to be a part of, because it wasn't cool. Like, I wasn't with putting up a front or a character, to portray a certain image. So, at that time, I, told people, like, I'm going to figure this out on my own. And at certain points, people laughed at me like, all right, whatever that means, and hope you get it and all of that. So I'm like, I don't even know if I want to do music, but that only lasted for like 2 days. And so after that,
keep knocking. Hey, it's me, music, it's me.
So I woke up like 2 days later, and it's like I had my whole album. At that time, it was Faith, Hope, and Love. And so it was like the way the songs came to me, I wrote it in 2 days. And so that was my first time, like, actually going back, writing out, my music, because I was just doing, like a lot of punch-ins, freestyling and all of that. But I'm like, all right, if I'm writing down, this is like not only coming from me, but it's like, a certain power that's in me that's giving me this ability or these words that I'm coming up with. So when I was writing the album, it's like, it was speaking back to me. And that was what the crazy part was, because the songs that I'm writing, to me, it's like, oh, it's a catchy song, it's this and that, but it was speaking to everything that I was going through at the time. And so from that point on, that's when I switched everything. Like, I deleted my social media. I was gone for like 3 weeks. Like, people was calling me, yo, what's up with Chief? Is he cool? Where he at? And so I'm like, I just felt like I had a strong influence on the city. Like when I was looking at certain rappers or even younger rappers, I'm seeing them kind of imitate like the exact stuff I was doing or the way that I was doing it. And so I just felt at that time, like if I got this much influence, I don't want to lead them into this same direction when they get to this door, because everybody won't have that willpower to say, no, won't say I won't stand for this or I got standards. So I'm like, if I could lead them in a different direction, then I mean, it'd be all worth it. So I deleted my Instagram, my Facebook, and I started everything from zero. I'm like, in 3 weeks, I'm gonna get back on social media. I'm not gonna put up no like formerly Chiefy and follow me. I'm like, whoever find my page, like that's who I know is, my core following. That's who I know that, they are supposed to be the ones following me. And so I put my page up, everything just start taking off. Like, I was always looking at it like the numbers thing. When you hear like social media, I was meeting with publicists and managers, and the first question was always like, how many views you got, how many followers. And so I'm like, I feel like we in a position we could create our own industry. So I'm like, I'm not worried about the numbers because I had like 200 followers when I was rebranding, but at that time I was on national radio station out there. Like I was on Willie Moore Jr. show at the time. I was doing Hot 97, and it's like I don't have the amount of followers that you would expect, but it's like the doors and opportunities that's opening up. Then I have important people following me, so I'm like, all right, so it's not about the numbers. And so
it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
Yeah, so
this is some people they hacking people pages and stuff. You can't friend
they
everybody.
buying followers.
Like, you need to speak English. How can we communicate?
Right.
How can you be my friend if we can't even communicate? I don't even know what you're saying. But you got to be careful now with that. So it's awesome that you were able to just redirect and refocus, because some people may not be successful but it's just like kudos. Look, high five. You got high five too.
Yeah.
But it's awesome to hear your story about how you said, okay, I know what's in me, but the way that I'm going is not the right way, and to be able to shift and then come out on top, like, what, I'm good. Because sometimes people, get to a place and can you really say you good? Right. I mean, just looking, you wife, kids, settled in Atlanta, you can say I'm good.
And that's what all, just made clear sense to me at the time, because I'm like, once I started living this, I'm like, I can't even really ask for nothing else. Like instead of having this dream of being on TV and all this fame and all of that, I'm like, if I could still keep a regular lifestyle, still walk through Walmart every night, still go to the mall, and at the same time I could live my dream and have this consistency, I'm like, that's success to me. I take care of my family, and to have family, like even small stuff, like when we go out in Atlanta, people always stop us like, you have a beautiful family. Like, I love seeing this black family and this little stuff. Like, we go to my son have a doctor's appointment, like we all there as a family. Exactly. Every appointment, go to the market, like just everything we do is like in unity. So I'm like, this is true success to me.
Very successful. And again, it's not, you don't see that a lot. Yeah. It's like it's either one or the other, but to see both of y'all there is like, excuse me, sir, are you with them? Yes, I am with them. But guess what? We got to get to the performance. Right. But if somebody wanted to get in contact with you, get connected with you, how could they do that?
They could follow me on all social media at Navelle Hice. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My website is www.navellehice.com. Or if you want to contact me for any events, shows, you could hit bookingnavellehice@gmail.com. And so, communicate on there, and they'll work everything out, get the word back to me. And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm around.
He just down 95 a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit.
Just a little 12 hours.
All right, we get right into this performance, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
True Music presents Rock the City, Saturday, January the 19th. The event's going to be at Christian Growth Ministry, 850 North Church Street, Wilmington, Delaware. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Prices of admission only $5. Rock the City, hosted by comedian K-Star. DJ'd by DJ Gifted. Performances by Supreme the Resurrector, Funk That, Elder Pete Tillman, Yassine, Nico Bryan, Cameron Rudd, Jerron Mr. True Story, Janae Wilkes. Rock the City. This is Pete Tillman. I'm a member of True Music. We're doing a concert called Rock the City. Come out and support this concert, man. We're just gonna have an all-out good time. Doors open at 6 o'clock. We're in Wilmington, Delaware at Christian Growth Ministries. If you want to get tickets, you can contact me at 610-314-1760, 610-314-1760. And if it's too late to get tickets, you can come pay at the door. Again, that's Christian Growth Ministries, Wilmington, Delaware. Yo, we rockin' the city.
New Life Ministries International presents.
Oh my God.
No.
Wouldn't you like to feel again?
See, I know who I am, even if you don't.
Beautiful are the feet that carry the gospel.
A Joy Scott production, Cinderella, the Bride of Christ.
Yeah, it's Navelle Hice, aka the Hopeman. Hopeman 3 on the way, you dig? Shout out to the Hope baby. It's my legacy. Hey, hey. Sometimes I just listen to your heartbeat. No more looking for it, cause I found peace. I can't wait to have you around me. I need you to carry out the legacy. Legacy, yeah. Legacy, yeah. I need you to carry out the legacy, yeah. Navelle the third, I know you gon' better me, yeah. I just hope that you will be a better me, yeah. You don't know how many nights I stayed up. You don't know how much I fasted and I stayed prayed up. I was feeling down and you came and took me way up. You don't know how much this pregnancy done got my weight up. But I know how much a legacy that I'm a savior. That is why Navelle the third is what we had to name ya. Hey, hey, I'ma play this in your sleep. Dream big even when you little. Every day I can feel you kicking. Still can't wait to kick it with you. I'ma teach you how to be a man. I'ma teach you how to treat a woman. We gon' talk about your deepest moments. Matching clothes, I'ma keep it corny. You gon' know you got a decent mommy as soon as you meet your mommy. Let's make a deal. When you go through Pampers, make sure that's only when you be with mommy. Can't wait to play airplane with the spoon when I feed you breakfast. And you know your pops fly, so please don't throw up on my fresh fits. Cartoons with the Netflix, I ain't never gonna regret this. And you got a big sister too, and she gon' show you all the best flips. You got family in Chester, ayy. I promise to protect you, ayy. Can't name nothing better, ayy. I know you gonna take my breath away. So when I'm dead and gone, through you the name lives on. I went out the hood to fatherhood, now let's get it on. Sometimes I just listen to your heartbeat. No more looking for it, cause I found peace. I can't wait to have you around me. I need you to carry out the legacy. Hey, hey, legacy, yeah. Legacy, yeah. I need you to carry out the legacy, yeah. Navelle the third, I know you gon' better me, yeah. I just hope that you will be a better me, yeah. Sometimes I just listen to your heartbeat. No more looking for it, cause I found peace. I can't wait to have you around me. I need you to carry out the legacy. Legacy, yeah. Legacy, yeah. I need you to carry out the legacy, yeah. Navelle the third, I know you gon' better me, yeah. I just hope that you will be a better me, yeah. Hopeman 3 on the way. It's your boy Navelle Hice. You now tuned in to Chester View. Chester, what's good? Hope baby in the building, you dig? We here. Hey, 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 hey.
CHESTER, with Chester makes Chester, and we're going far. Coming together and using our voice to let you know change is a choice. It's a Chester flow. Can't buy, can't rent it. If you're rocking with your city, stand up, represent it.